Mantramayi.
Mantramayi, Mantramayi, Mantramikaye, Mantramayi.
Maheshwariye Mantramayi.
Maheshwariye, Mantramayi.
Maheshwariye Mantramayi.
Maheshwariye, Mantramayi.
Mangaladayini Mantramayi.
Mangaladayini Mantramayi.
Mangaladayini Mantramayi.
Mangaladayini Mantramayi.
Maheshwariye Mantramayi.
Maheshwariye, Mantramayi.
Mangaladayini Mantramayi.
Mangaladayini Mantramayi.
Haim 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 Haim.
Haim, 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 Haim.
Haim 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 Haim.
Haim, 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 Haim.
Haim 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 Haim.
Haim, 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 Haim.
Mantramayi, Mantramayi, Mantratmikaye, Mantramayi.
Mantramayi, Mantramayi, Mantramikaye, Mantramayi.
Yogarupini Mantramayi.
Yogarupini Mantramayi.
Yogarupini Mantramayi.
Yogarupini Mantramayi.
Yogeshwariye Mantramayi.
Yogeshwariye Mantramayi.
Yogeshwariye Mantramayi.
Yogeshwariye Mantramayi.
Mantramayi, Mantramayi, Mantratmikaye, Mantramayi.
Mantramayi, Mantramayi, Mantramikaye, Mantramayi.
Hrim, 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 Hrim.
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 Mantramayi, Mantramayi, Mantratmikaye, Mantramayi.
Mantramayi, Mantramayi, Mantramikaye, Mantramayi.
Mantramayi, Mantramayi, Mantratmikaye, Mantramayi.
Mantramayi, Mantramayi, Mantramikaye, Mantramayi.
Vedarupini Mantramayi.
Vedarupini Mantramayi.
Vedarupini Mantramayi.
Vedarupini Mantramayi.
नारायणीये मन्त्रमयी
नारायणीये मन्त्रमयी
नारायणीये मन्त्रमयी
नारायणीये मन्त्रमयी
मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रात्मिकये मन्त्रमयी
मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रात्मिकये मन्त्रमयी
श्रीं 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 श्रीं
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 मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रात्मिकये मन्त्रमयी
मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रात्मिकये मन्त्रमयी
मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रात्मिकये मन्त्रमयी
मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रात्मिकये मन्त्रमयी
ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं
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 मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रमयी मन्त्रात्मिकये मन्त्रमयी
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 Mantramayi. What is mean by that? Who is the form of mantra? It's called Mantramayi. Mantras. In English, we call that as a chantings. In Sanskrit, it's called mantra. What is mean by mantra? If we split the word mantra, the first half will be man. The second half will be tra. The man means soul. In Tamil, there is another word, manas. Man means soul. Tra, it means tool. Tra means tools. So, It is the tool of the soul. It's called mantra. So when we said the word mantra, it is the tool of the soul. When there are so many words, why we use certain words as mantras? The words which can connect our conscious towards our soul, such words we used in mantras. Like generally, even in this bhajan, there are few words which is like Aim, Reem, Sreem. All these are called Bijaksharas. There are two things. If we are healthy, for example, if you are healthy, taking the food, it won't be a problem. We will take the food for every meal, we take every meal, a good meal. So, through that meal, the physical body will get enough strength. For some reason, if we are sick, we don't take the meals, we don't eat well. So because of the sick, and since we are not taking the good food, our physical body will become weak. So to balance that, if you go to hospital, they will say, oh, you are very weak. So then they will put drips. So the thing what we missed in the physical food, we got that energy through the drips. Similarly, the chanting is like the drips. Though you doesn't know how to connect with the divine, but still when you do the chanting, it will bring the conscious and it will connect us to the conscious of the divine. Generally, otherwise you need the dedication and love to connect with the divine. Sometimes it is not possible because of our attachment or pulling towards the materialistic. It is not possible to have such a concentration and dedication and devotion towards divine. At that case, how can one connect to the divine? That's why divine is kind enough to show the another way, which is called mantra. So if you don't eat well, the body becomes weak. So all the doctors do is they put drips. You get sufficient energy from the drips. Similarly, when we do the chantings, the vibration of the chantings, it will just connect our conscious towards divine. It can happen naturally or it can happen through the chantings. How is it? When will it possible naturally means? As Amma told before, the physical body is made out of three things. One is the physical, like the flesh, blood and things. And then second thing in the body is mind. And the third thing is soul. So when we said human form, it's made out of three. Body, mind and soul. So when you are in the path of devotion, it encourages you, it allows you to communicate, to create the love for divine. When you have that love, out of that love, we will try to do so many things in the name of rituals, puja, meditation, bhajan, so many things, havan, fire rituals. Though all this rituals looks differ from one to one, but all the rituals we are doing in the name of divine. So when we do all these rituals in the name of divine, with a love and devotion, that time, it doesn't matter how much time we spend in the name of these rituals. It may be half an hour, 20 minutes or 1 hour. That is the only time we are connected with our soul. Because in the human form, the body and mind, it doesn't have the divine characters. It has the influence and character of our karmas. Only the soul has the divine character. So here, when we are in spiritual path, everyone need effort to connect with soul. So we are connecting with soul through these rituals. So when we do the rituals, not for namesake, when we do the rituals with love, with concentration, with devotion, with faith and with dedication, then it allows us to connect with our soul. It doesn't matter when we do the meditation, bhajans or anything, whatever it is, ultimate we are thinking of divine by that time. So that half an hour or 1 hour, your mind is focusing on divine. Because mind can do any one thing at a time. Either it can think about left or it can think about right. The left is the materialistic. If it think about the divine, it cannot think about the materialistic. So all these rituals is not for divine. It is for us to create an opportunity and to create the connection between our soul. So that's why all these rituals made. So the ultimate purpose of the ritual is to connect with divine, which is within us in the form of soul. So naturally, it is possible when we are devoted ourselves, when we dedicate ourselves, when we have the total concentration on divine. So by that time, through these rituals, we can able to connect with the divine. So when we have the true love for divine, then you don't need mantras. You don't need any rituals. Even you can just sit and talk to divine. But you need that concentration. You need that devotion. You need that faith. But most of the times, it is not possible because of the materialistic things. It is not possible. So that's why there is another easy way, which is the easy technique to connect with the divine, which was created and found from the Vedas and ancient things, called mantras. So if we choose some mantra and when we do the chanting, automatically the vibration of the particular sound, it helps us to calm down and to focus towards the soul. Such words we used, which is called as a mantras. So as Amma told, man, soul, tra, tools. So it is the tool of our soul. It's called mantras. So and it is very easy also. For example, when we said the word I, it is the sound for Saraswati. Just chanting the word I'm itself will bring the blessings of Saraswati to one. And Sreem, it is the Bijakshara for Lakshmi. Reem. It's the Bijakshara for Bhuvaneshwari or Shakti. So, select any particular this chantings and doing that chanting repeatedly, it creates the vibrations and it controls, it calms down the nervous systems. If it is naturally happens to focus on divine, so it's no problem. If it not happen, then there is the technique. Through the chantings, one can able to calm down the nervous system and everything. That's why we use chantings. So regarding the matter of chanting, it doesn't matter which chanting is powerful. Out of a plate of rice, which rice is tasty? Just it's one. Similarly, any chanting, it's all about divine. So, when we do the chanting, it helps us along with our effort to focus on divine. Without that, still it is possible. It's not really necessary that one need only chanting to reach the divine. Because there are stories, that who attain the divinely would, even without any chanting, but just with true love and devotion. If someone has that, then they don't need to bother about chanting. You can just talk in any language, in your mother tongue. You can just talk, communicate, but we need that bhav. Bhav means the thought that you are speaking to divine. You are communicating with the divine. So you must have that much love and devotion. At that state, you doesn't need chanting or mantras. Just your devotion alone is enough. But most of the time, in Kali Yuga, it is not possible. Because the mind does, the tricky things. Though you know this is good, but still it wants to go towards negative. That is the nature of the mind. That is the nature of the Kali Yuga. So at that state, to control this mind and to divert this towards divine, one need the drips. That drips is called chantings, mantras. So when we do the mantra, just some people we can see, they will have some counting machines, so their mouth will murmuring and then they just do like this. It's not necessary. Divine doesn't value how many times you did. Divine always value from how much love you did it. So you need not bother about, today I did 306 times. Today I did 500 times. No. You just close your eyes and enjoy that vibration. You just concentrate on that sound. You just focus on the sound. You need not imagine or any form. You just close your eyes. If is it easy for you, then you imagine the divine form. Otherwise, at first level, the easiest way, because sometimes when you try to focus on particular thing, that itself will become stress. That itself sometimes irritates. When you can't get that vision, you feel very bad about you. Oh, I'm not fit for this. So you don't bother about all those. Everyone is fit. Everyone is fit, to experience the divine. So if someone has the thirst for that, if someone take the step towards that, that itself means that you are blessed by divine. Because of that, you are having this thought. Otherwise, you don't have this thought. So if someone has the thought, oh, I have to experience divine, So that is the big blessings you are already received. So don't bother about, oh, I can't get it like that. If it not happened today, tomorrow it will happen. So all you need is just faith, love, and devotion. Just close the eyes. Just do the chanting internally, slowly. So focus on that sound. So in that way, in a meanwhile, that chanting will settle in you. So it doesn't matter whatever you do. One side your physical body still works, but in another side, your soul will always stays with divine. So now everyone can try that with Om Namo Narayana. Okay? Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Good. So when we do this, the vibrations, what is mean by vibrations? Most of the time, there are different explanations for this vibration. Some people think it's like the electric shock. When you go to the place, it's like shock. Vibration means you feel the peace. You feel the presence of divine. It's called vibrations. Because peace is one of the character of divine. Peace is one of the character of divine. As we know, the unconditional love, the beauty, kindness, intelligence, all these are the character of divine. So among this, peace is also one of the important character of the divine. So when you think of divine, or when you connect with the divine, you will get that character. So in that way, when we receive that character, we feel peace within ourselves. So it is called vibration. Or when you go to some places, for example temples, or with the holy beings, the energy, what you found there, brings peace. Because through the rituals, in the name of rituals, all the things, what is going there from morning to night, it just accumulates the character of the divine in that place. Because from morning to night, the name of puja, they perform the rituals. So because of this, you can experience the peace there. It accumulates the vibration of the divine. So if you are there, since your body doesn't experience that before, when you are there, and also the character is within you, so when you are there, you can feel that, you can experience that, you can connect with that. So that moment one feel very peaceful. So that state is called peace. So when we do this chanting with efforts, with love, so we are creating the character of divine within us. So though the mind is not ready fully, but still we divert our mind, we instruct our mind to do this chanting. Through this, you can able to experience the character of the divine. So once you experience that peace, it's enough. From that will develop. To fire the mountain, you doesn't need big amount of fire. Either it is for a paper or to fire the big mountain. All you need is little spark. So when you experience that peace, it is the spark. That experience will help you to focus. That experience will help you to reveal. That experience will help you to understand more about divine. So all we need to take is little effort. Once you are did it, so then that experience of experiencing that peace, it makes us addicted towards that. Everything is the addiction. In this world, everything is the addiction. Having a coffee is also the addiction. Having the love for divine also the addiction. But addiction towards the rest of the things creates bad and negative for the body and the mind. But addicted to divine will create more love, joy and peace. So it is good to be addicted for divine. So these are all the benefits of chantings. So through chantings, it does many wonders. So out of many wonders is this. And another thing with the chanting, so if someone said, oh, I need wisdom, then master will tell, okay, then you do this Aim Saraswati mantra. Then if someone tells, oh, I doesn't have much wealth, I need wealth for the survival, then someone will tell, okay, then you chant Sri. How come just the different words can create different things in us is, so for example, as Amma told before, the Aim is the bija for Saraswati. So when you do that chanting, that vibrations of the chanting, particular that vibrations, it helps us to receive. It helps us to have the clarity. It helps us on understanding. So when you have all this, then automatically the wisdom will come. So for example, most of the time, no one doesn't know how much the ability or capacity one is having with running. Everyone thinks, oh, I can run, 2 kilometers per hour. Someone thinks, oh, I can run 5 kilometers per hour. But you doesn't know the real capacity. When dog start to chase, then only one will know how much capacity one is having. Till then we just imagine. We don't know about it. I can run just like that. And some moment dog try to chase. So then you know the real capacity of your running. So similarly, when we do this chanting, the vibration of the chanting will just bring the blessings, or it will prepare ourselves, as what we wish for. For example, if someone chants the Lakshmi mantra, Lakshmi is not just outside. Lakshmi is within you, in the form of soul. So when you focus on Lakshmi mantra, your soul itself will take a form with the character of Lakshmi. So when it is charged with the Lakshmi energy, the thing what you have in your mind about receiving the wealth, that is going to materialize. Because Lakshmi is already there. It is not your thought of your mind to receive the wealth. Now it is the wish of Lakshmi to receive the wealth. When Lakshmi wish is there, then who can stop it? The person who, thought of never giving money to you, he will come and knock the door. Here is your check. It works like that because the Lakshmi is not outside. Lakshmi is within you in a form of soul. By chanting the Lakshmi mantra, you are bringing the Lakshmi energy to yourself and you are just creating the Lakshmi energy to your soul. So before that, it is just the need of the mind. It is just the wish of the mind. Now, with all the chanting and all the vibration, just the soul, which is just hiding in you, through all this chanting, you just energized that soul as Lakshmi. So when Lakshmi is there, when it is the wish of the Lakshmi, the person or the thing or the action, whatever you think about, Lakshmi is also there. So once it materializes here, then also it will materialize there. So then it will come. The Lakshmi will come. Same with the Durga. If someone said, I am having very fear, then they said, okay, do Om Dhum Durga Yai Namaha. Again, you are energizing yourself with the energy of Durga by chanting Durga mantra. So Durga is within you. Maybe before that you doesn't aware of that. But through the chanting, you are just taking a drips of your soul with all the Durga mantra. So when Durga is energized within us, so then Durga is the power of, the strength and courage and everything. So now Durga is within you. Once Durga is within you, then where will be the worry? And where will be the fear? All will just disappear. So like this, the chanting helps. When we do Om Namo Narayani, what will happen?
All three will come.
Yes. Yes. So Om Namo Narayani. Here Namo means surrender. Namo means surrender. So I surrender to divine. It's the meaning of that. When you surrender to divine, what will happen? What will happen? Clear? You will become that. You will become that. For example, this iPad. An hour before, it belongs to someone. And it is with Amma now. It belongs to Amma. Maybe an hour before, when it is with someone, the value of this is little. Oh, it is just worth of $600, $700. But when it is with Amma, what's the value for this? So what's the value for this? Can you pay anyone and get this? Maybe 2 hours back, you can get this for $10 from the shop. Enjoy. When it reaches divine, the value of this thing will just priceless. You can't value this. 1 hour before it has the value. You can get it easily. Just go $5 and get. Can you get anyone now with a price? Can you say, no, I will give $10,000, give that? No. Unless divine wish, unless divine wants, one cannot have this. This will happen when you surrender. When you surrender to divine, you will become divine. Since you become divine, the value of your life will become greater. Before it is just life. But when you become to divine, you will receive all the quality and character of the divine. When we have the glass of water, then we can give different names to the water. Oh, this water is taken from the Ganges. This water is from Himalayas. This water is from Niagara, something like that. When it is in your hand. When you mix that water in the ocean, what will happen? The glass of water will become ocean. So it's same. When you surrender to divine, you will become divine. When you surrender to divine, you will become divine. So when you are in the process, it is like a glass of water. Now you have the name. Peter, Anil, Daniel, like that. But when you surrender to divine, so then you will become divine. So that is the beauty of the surrender. So in the chantings, in mantras, like this, so many benefits are there. So as Amma told, every particular mantras, it's not mean it's a different God, that is the different God. But we are energizing in that way. The bread, the wheat is one thing. That is the base for the food. But from the wheat, you can make bread, you can make donuts, you can make biscuits, you can make bun. What else, Anil? Cookies, so many things. It's based on how you designing that. So divine is one. It depends upon how we want divine in our life. If you want Saraswati, then you energize your soul with Saraswati mantra. If you want Lakshmi, then you energize your soul with the Lakshmi mantra. But the names are different, the energy is different, but the source of all the energy is one. It is formless. It is just for our need and satisfaction. There are different forms and things. But ultimate, the source for all the form is one. That it's divine. It doesn't hold any particular form. But if anyone wish or expose their love on particular thing, because of their devotion and love, divine can come in that form. So in that way, any form in this world is the form of the divine. If someone wants to see the divine in form of Christ, then divine will come in the form of Christ. If someone wants to see the divine in form of Amma, then divine will be there. If someone wants to see the divine in form of moon, then divine will be in that form. If someone wants to see the divine in the form of tree, then divine will be in the tree. Divine doesn't hold any particular form, but divine can just take any form as how we want to see the divine. So, the mantras, which is the great blessings for one when you are in spiritual path, it helps one to reach our purpose, our goal in spiritual life. So there are easy ways. So among all those things, the chanting is one of the easiest way in spiritual path. So in tradition there is one thing. Before you do chanting, you have to get that chanting through the masters, which we call initiation. Why there is such a thing? When you said the initiation, it means Diksha. Diksha. It's called initiation. The Sanskrit word for initiation is Diksha. Diksha means through divinelyhood or from the light. There are so many meanings. So when you say the master or guru who is already enlightened and realize the divine through the practice. So it is like the lightning candle. You may have the wick, you are having the lamp, you are having the ghee, but still you need the spark to light that. So we are taking that spark from the enlightened soul. It's called Diksha. So when you get mantra from Guru, since the Guru is already enlightened, so when you receive that, it is very easy to become enlightened. Without spark, with just wick and lamp, what you can do? You have to work very hard. But when you have the Guru in your life, through the initiation, you can just take the spark, and that helps to realize the divine within yourself. So it's called initiation. So in that way, today you all are blessed. You all are received a group initiation. So, Amma bless you all to have the peaceful, happy, healthy, and joyful life. The pressure